even if you think about the ways in which the Prophet ﷺ, and again in the hadith, define what a Muslim is, right? The Muslim is one from whom what? Right? People are safe from your hand and your tongue, right? That's ground floor. And then what's a mu'min? What's a believer? Right? He's the one from whom other people's lives and wealth are safe from them. He didn't mention anything about acts of worship. Notice that the way he defined what a Muslim and a mu'min is did not reference acts of ritual acts of worship. This is about the mundane things, the mundane day-to-day worldly things and how you deal with people. The Muslim is one from whom other people are safe from your hand and your tongue, and the mu'min is one from whom other people's lives and wealth are safe from them. So think about the significance of that. The golden rule or commutative justice, again, so we just covered that, right? To do no harm. The golden mean is to practice the virtues of judiciousness, prudence, thriftiness, moderation, temperance, and frugality in the disposal of one's wealth in order to realize material and spiritual well-being. This is doing justice, or itidal, or iqtisad, to one's wealth, property, and money. The economy of life is thus an integrative economy of the golden mean and the golden rule. It is also called the economics of happiness, sa'ada, or virtuenomics. Right? So again, if we sort of, there are these phrases, there are these things that we constantly repeat. And I think if we stop to think about the significance of what we're saying and how it is to be applied, and especially in light of this discussion, I think you begin to see there's a very different way in which to understand the significance of those phrases, right? So again, if you take, again, the version of the golden rule in Islam, and I think it's very interesting that it's in the form of a conditional statement. None of you truly believes unless you wish for your brother or your sister what you wish for yourself. And how that's understood, again, if you reference explanations for what the hadith actually means, is that is not confined to your co-religionist. That is not only confined to people who believe the same as you. I was stopped by a couple of Mormons about a couple of weeks ago. I was walking my way back to my house in Oakland, and they were in the car and they stopped. I was coming back from carrying groceries. We ended up getting into a long discussion. And one of the things I said to them was I repeated that phrase, our sort of qualification for one's legitimacy in claiming belief. But I told him that. I said, none of you truly believe. So my belief in God, I told them, is contingent on my wanting good for you, even if you don't believe the same as me. And if we think about who the Prophet ﷺ was, and I think many of us forget, there was only one in the beginning. He was it. So imagine he had that attitude. None of you truly, like thinking that the only people he's concerned about are the people that believe the same as him. There was only one of him. Yani, what if he didn't extend this concern to people who were not, yani, did not hold the same views or beliefs as him? There would only be one. Right? So I told them, I said, I want good for you. And it is incumbent upon me, if my claim to belief is legitimate, I have to want good for you. So everything that's talked about here, I think is really significant in terms of expanding our understanding as to what we understand faith to be, constituted by. Right. So it's not just something that not a phrase that we just simply kind of reflexively repeat. What does it mean in terms of the actual practice? In terms of how does it inform the way we are in the world? and how we behave and how we treat people and what we do for them or don't do for them. How does it guide or direct the way we are in the world?